name is Kay, and I am a messenger of the universe. Welcome back to my channel. Even if you're new here, this is not the first time that our souls have crossed paths. It has been a while since I had my face in a pick a card reading, so I was like, let me just go ahead and record my face in it. So welcome back, everyone. I'm so excited to share this reading with you guys on your inner child. I really am so stoked to do this reading. So I have a new deck. It's called the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. I ordered it off of Amazon in case anyone was curious. But without further ado, everyone, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and cut ahead to a clip that shows you the pile selection, just in case anyone was curious on the numbers of the piles. And so yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the pile selection. Peace. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and pile number 5. To my lovely viewers that selected pile number 1, welcome to your reading on your inner child. So we're going to start off with this Believe Your Own Magic deck, and yeah, we're going to see what card represents your inner child. So the card you guys have is the number 8, and it's called Wings. You never needed those wings to fly. So what I'm getting right off the bat here is that your inner child is very extremely imaginative. You are probably the type of child that just went after things that many people probably would say is weird or different or outside of the norm. I feel like this is the type of inner child. Your inner child feels like the type of child to just really play with the imagination. You could have even had a lot of imaginary friends. You probably spoke to teddy bears, or you probably spoke to just the air. Honestly, I feel like you guys are definitely very connected with your imagination. At least your inner child is. Your inner child is so extremely bright and creative, and your inner child just loves to express itself freely without any limitations, and your inner child just feels limitless joy as well. So that is very beautiful. Your inner child is very free, very angelic. We have the wings here, and it just reminds me that you don't need too much to be happy. I feel like your inner child, you're probably the type of kid that can play with dolls for hours, or play with your teddy bears for hours, probably having tea time with your imaginary friends. But I really feel like your inner child is very free-spirited, very open-minded, and very imaginative. And honestly, I kind of feel like your inner child is someone that kind of thrives better on their own, or at least your inner child, as a kid, you could have just been the type of kid to just have the most fun on your own. You don't need 10 friends to have fun. You guys could literally have fun with just you, your teddy bears, and your imaginary friends, So let's get more info. I'm going to shuffle more from this Believe in Your Own Magic deck to get more info on your inner child. So pile number 1's inner child. What is pile number 1's inner child like? You guys could have a very close connection with your mother as well. We have Thorns, Weave Together the Crown You Deserve. Number 14, and then 27, which Justice is Coming. So your inner child is hella magical. You guys have a very strong connection to your mother, or your feminine energy in general. You guys could have been really interested in esoteric topics or different outside of the box sort of topics when you were a child. You could have been just into different things, into the mystery, into the magic of life, into subliminals. You could have just been interested in those sort of topics as a child. But I feel like your inner child is definitely very magical. Your inner child has no limits to what it can and can't do. I feel like the most, when you tap into your inner child energy, if you guys practice magic or witchcraft or do some sort of manifestation ritual, your inner child feels very in tune when you're doing these sorts of things. Because I feel like as a kid, maybe you limited yourself when you were a kid, or you were limited as a kid. You couldn't really learn more about witchcraft, or you couldn't learn more about the things you really wanted to learn about because it was taboo, or it was different, or it was something that people would be like, that's weird, or that's that's not okay, or you were just told something. But I feel like your inner child is definitely I feel a strong connection to your mother, or a feminine energy with your inner child. You probably gained a lot of like more nurturing from your mother growing up, or you grew up with a lot of nurturing, learning things from your mom at least, or your mom was just a very significant figure for you growing up, especially when it comes to love, especially like your views on love are very connected to your mother. I'm getting a strong vibe here about love, so I feel like you guys, your inner child really is a hopeless romantic. Your inner child is someone that believes in true love, I feel like, or believes in romance, believes in like the type of love where you know, the cute love story of like falling in love and happily ever after. I really feel like your inner child is like that type of child that just has that limitless imagination of like true love exists and I'm going to find it one day. That's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna pull from this self-care deck to get some more energy on how you connect with your inner child through self-care rituals. So how can pile number one connect to their inner child through self-care rituals? How can pile number one connect to their inner child through self-care? I'm gonna pull maybe about 3 of these. Okay, so we already had 3 come out. So the first one we have is sing, 45. So singing helps you connect with your inner child. That's beautiful. Your inner child could love, even if you guys can't sing, just singing in general can really help you open up your throat chakra and really connect with your inner child. Especially, you could have just loved singing as a kid, or like, you know, you should have sang at least when you were a kid, like you could have been drawn towards it. We have spend time with animals, so your connection with animals also helps you connect with your inner child. Your inner child loves animals, your inner child loves nature in general, as well as being outside. I feel like your inner child loves being outside, loves spending time in nature, in the ocean, in the pool, like anywhere that's very like nature based. You probably connect very strongly to your inner child. And then we also, oh, 2 cards came out. I thought it was just 1. We have ground yourself. So meditation and grounding yourself will help you connect to your inner child, connect to that playful aspect of life. And then we also have look to the stars. So stargazing. Your inner child loves stargazing. You can connect to your inner child through stargazing and, you know, researching the stars and astrology, celestial energies. I really feel like your inner child just has this very expansive imagination. I feel like your crown chakra and your throat chakra, as well as your heart chakra, are prominent here for your inner child. So your inner child is very loving, very warm, and very open. I feel like your inner child just has no limits to what it can do. Like your imagination is just, you just let it run wild. Like you just have your own world basically. So let's get some more information using this tarot deck here. So pile number one's inner child. Let's see, I'm going to see what needs healing with your inner child. Let's see what needs healing with pile number one's inner child. We already had a card fly right out, so let's get into it, y'all. So, pile number one's inner child. I feel like I'm getting a pretty clear story here with these cards, but I'm going to shuffle 4 to get until I get 4 cards. So your inner child is really calling to be healed, I feel. So what does your inner child need to heal? Group number 1. 3. Let's get 1 more card. Wow. Actually, no. This is enough. These are enough cards here. So, bottom of the deck energy is the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So, I feel like first of all, we had the Ace of Wands in reverse come out. And then we had the 5 of Pentacles come out. And we also had the Fool come out. And then the bottom of the deck energy is the 3 of Pentacles. What I feel like is happening here is your inner child, what needs to be healed, or something that is healing, at least for some of you guys, your inner child needs to be healing in the sense of your passions and what you love to do. You could have been told as a child that like the things you were into were not okay to be into, maybe for religious beliefs or just limiting beliefs you could have even had about yourself or your life, or just beliefs you could have picked up from other people. And I feel like your inner child was honestly limited in what it really wanted to do and what it really wanted to like explore and expand upon. You could have just limited yourself with your beliefs, telling yourself, oh, I can't sing, or I can't do this, or I can't get into witchcraft, or I can't get into spell work. Like there's some limiting beliefs around the things that you genuinely really want to do, that you feel passionate about, that your inner child really wants you to reconnect to reconnect to this passion within you, reconnect to this fiery energy. Because with the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like you could have been left out in the cold multiple times as a child, and it really affected you. And maybe it was like a family dynamic. It could have been between your parents or your mother, or something along those lines. I feel like your inner child felt left out in some sort of way. Like your inner child felt like maybe it wasn't good enough. I feel like your inner child feels like it wasn't good enough growing up. Like anything you tried to do, it was like shut down, or it was told like it wasn't good enough, or that you have to be different, or you have to do it a certain way. And like it really affected your self-esteem, group number one, because your inner child just felt like left out in the cold. Like, why do I like these things and everyone's telling me like it's not okay to be into this, or like I'm bad at it, or I'm this at it. Like your inner child really just faces self-esteem issues that probably affect you today. And then how you can overcome this, I feel like the way you can overcome this is by allowing yourself to be the fool sometimes, allowing yourself to take risks. You might take very calculated movements in your life because you're afraid of like falling, you're afraid of failure, or you're afraid of like, oh, I won't make it, or you're afraid of this or that. I feel like sometimes your life really calls for you to take a risk, and this is really like almost like this inner child energy coming back, and it's going to continue coming back until you decide to take a risk, or until you decide to take a leap of faith, or take a step in a direction that is different than what you are used to taking. I feel like stepping out of your comfort zone will really help you connect to your inner child. And the more you connect with your inner child, the more playful and free you will feel about life in general. As well as like, I feel like there's a lot of religious beliefs that held you back in the past. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it had to do with religion, or your belief system that you picked up, or, you know, just people around you telling you weren't good enough. There's like this kind of like, I don't feel worthy type of vibe coming from you guys. So group number one's inner child. We have truth, see your light, know your power, have the courage to walk your truth. Yes, have the courage to walk your truth and not care about what other people have to say about it. We have release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. So yes, your inner child just wants to be its authentic self. I feel like the more authentic you are with yourself, the more truthful you are with yourself, the more you allow yourself to just enjoy the things that you enjoy without judgment, or without like allowing other people's outside influences to affect how you feel about certain things, you will just find yourself more free-spirited, more carefree about life, and just feeling more invigorated to do the things that you love. And it's very beautiful. And I feel like what you need to release is judgment. I feel like you really need to release judgment of your inner child, or the things that you really like to do, that makes your inner child feel comfortable, or makes your inner child feel safe. Like, allow yourself to enjoy things, group number one. And then we also have, let's see, group number one's inner child. Let's get final messages. We have 3 come out, so wow, the bottom of the deck energy is literally inner child. That's so great. So we have regenerate. Whilst I dream, I clear my mind of all negativity and my spirit is refreshed. Meditation will help you guys, especially if you have anxiety. You could have picked up a lot of anxiety as a child, and I feel like what it can help you is meditation, being able to clear your mind. Allow yourself to be present with your thoughts, view your thoughts, don't attach yourself to it. We also have nurture. I open my arms and wrap around those that need nurturing, starting with myself. So again, like your inner child, I feel like the reason why you're very connected with your mother or your feminine energy as a child is because you guys naturally have a nurturing energy about you, group number one, where you're very like growing up, you just have a very nurturing energy. You care about others. You're very non-judgmental, just because you probably faced a lot of judgments growing up. So you were like, I don't want to be like that. You know, I don't want people to feel discouraged by doing things that they like. So I feel like you guys are just very nurturing as well. And then we also have surrender. I surrender the old limiting beliefs. I awaken and am reborn into limitless possibilities. So again, like I said, your inner child is unstoppable. Your inner child knows that, like, if I surrender to the universe, if I surrender to God, I can do it all. I can do anything. Your inner child just feels like it can take on the world, and like, you know, it can just strap up and just take life by the what's it called? I'm thinking of a word, but I can't even think of it. Take life by the saddle or something like that, and just like, you know, just make it your B word, you know. So you guys, your inner child just is unstoppable. Honestly, it's very out there, very outgoing, and it's very beautiful. I'm feeling Aquarian energy from you guys. Oh my gosh, there's a huge bug right there. It's kind of scaring me, but I'm feeling Aquarian energies, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Pisces with the, like, you guys are probably very idealistic. I feel strong. I feel like you guys could also be Aries as well. I can see and feel Aries coming through, Aries and Leo as well. But you know, you don't have to be those signs. That's just what I'm picking up on for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, group number 1. I really hope this resonated for you guys. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens. My name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope to catch you at my next video. Peace. Peace, guys. Welcome to your reading. If you selected pile number 2, welcome to your reading on your inner child. We're going to start off with this Believe Your Own Magic card here that I have. Just a second to adjust my camera. So getting started, everyone, let's go ahead and see what card represents your inner child. The card you have is Dragons. Slay them all. So picking up Leo, Sag, Aries from this right off the bat, I feel like your inner child is very you could have been, even if you're a woman or female, I really feel like your inner child is the type of kid that like loves to adventure. Your inner child is love to go out and like just take on things and adventures. I can see you guys as the type of I'm feeling like Toy Story vibes from this group, like that type of energy where Andy, like he just kind of, he liked to play with his toys, but he did like dope adventures where, like, you know, he was in the Wild West with Woody and all his toys. Like, I really feel like going on adventures is really big for you guys. You guys might even love like just going out and adventuring and experiencing new things as an adult as well, because I feel like your inner child is very you could be very just connected to your inner child, or this aspect of yourself that is very adventurous, very like out there. You probably go after things that other people like would back down from, but it really is like your inner child just was that type of kid that just loved to go out on adventures. Your inner child loves challenges. Your inner child loves a good challenge, and it doesn't want to back down. It's extremely brave and courageous, and that's beautiful. So I'm going to shuffle some more from this deck here, the Believe Your Own Magic deck, to get more information on your inner child. Group number 2's inner child. Group number 2's inner child. Okay, so we have wings. You never needed those wings to fly, as well as Witch, Justice is coming. These two came out for pile number 1 as well, so you could have even been drawn. Some of you guys could have been drawn to pile number 1 as well. So if you did, this is your confirmation to go ahead and watch that one too. But moving forward here, I feel like honestly what's going on with your inner child is like I feel like your inner child was very into like adventurous things. I keep looking at this castle here. I feel like your inner child loves like the hero dynamic of like coming in and being the savior, or like, you know, you just might have that aspect about you where you like to heal others, or you just are naturally healing to others. But I feel like your inner child loves to be like the hero, like that save the day type of energy. Your inner child is extremely like, I want to go out there with my sword and whatever I have with me, and I'm just gonna slay life. I'm gonna take it by it, you know, like I just really feel like your inner child just loves to take on a really good adventure. You guys could be really into science, or like any type of topic where you get to ask questions, get to know about the deeper meanings and existences. You guys might even be into like dragons and like fairies and the existence of aliens and all that different type of stuff. And I feel like it's because like partly because your inner child was really into stuff like that, really into like you know, I feel like extraterrestrial type stuff, like fairies or like aliens, or like, you know, just different creatures, stuff like that, like mystical sort of creatures that I'm picking up on for you guys. But I really feel like, I don't know why, but like I'm really being drawn to like royalty for this group. I don't know if your inner child liked royalty, or like was drawn towards the idea of being royalty, or a prince or a princess, or like a queen, or like even like a princess type of slayer type person. I really feel like I get that vibes from you guys, group number 2, where it's like you guys want it to be like, you guys just like have this idea of, your inner child has this idea of like being like the hero but also being the ruler, you know. So there's a strong leadership vibe coming from this group number 2, where your inner child likes to be the leader, likes to be the attention, the center of attention, you know, not in a bad way, but just in the way that like people look up to you, or people see you as like a hero, you know. So self-care that helps group number 2 connect to their inner child. Self-care that helps group number 2 connect to their inner child. I'm gonna pull one more. Self-care that helps group number 2 connect. Great. Okay. So if you guys don't have an altar, creating an altar might help you guys. So you have rest. So your dreams definitely help you guys connect to your inner child. You guys could even have like, sometimes you might have really adventurous dreams where you're like going out and doing weird stuff. Like one second you might be like slaying a dragon with your friends, and then the next you have like superpowers and you're doing all types of dope stuff in your dreams. Like I really feel like resting, like your imagination and the astral plane really helps you connect to your inner child. We have connect with crystals. You guys should sleep with crystals or have crystals around you when you sleep, or in general, just have a crystal on you at all times. I feel like that would definitely help you guys just feel more connected and calm and patient. I feel like crystals bring you guys some sort of comfort. If you have never had a crystal in your life, you should look into it, like go to a crystal shop or something and see if you can find a crystal that you're really drawn to, because I feel like you guys can really find comfort with like the presence of a crystal. And then we also have create art. So you guys might also be artists. Your inner child might even love to draw. You could have drawn a lot when you were a child, but I feel like you guys have a very crazy, wild imagination, and you guys should definitely put it into art or create something beautiful with it, transform it. Really beautiful. Group number 2, your inner child is very adventurous, and it also likes to draw about these adventures or write about it or create some form of art out of what you experience or go through. So let's see what needs to be healed with your inner child using the Rider Tarot deck here. So what needs healing with group number 2's inner child? We have the Star reverse. You guys could be an Aquarius, Knight of Wands, Leo, Sag, Aries, as I mentioned before. What needs to be healed? The World in reverse. Whoa. And then we also have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like what needs to be healed within your inner child is like, I feel like at one point in your life, as a child, maybe you took life way too seriously at some point in your life. Like you got to a point where you just lost that spark of magic that life really had to offer you. Maybe you guys just had to grow up really fast, or you're just in a dynamic in your life or situation in your life where like you had to start working, or you had to take on responsibilities, and it really kind of caused you to disconnect with this like such a carefree spirit. Like I can do this all, I can take it on, I'm a hero, I'm an adventurer, I feel like you guys at some point in your life disconnected from this aspect of yourself that like goes after things without hesitation, because we have the Knight of Wands, and then we have the Star come out reversed next to it, as well as the World. So I feel like what really needs to heal with your inner child is your sense of adventure for life. Like you really need to reconnect back with that spark of life, that spark that told you like, hey, we can go out and we can do this. You might feel like a lot of self-doubt, like I can't do this, or I can't go after this, I'm not good enough, or I feel scared, or there's like, you guys really need to connect back to this fearless, brave aspect of your inner child that is really calling you back to yourself. And I feel like at some point in your life, your inner child just became very serious and very rigid about life, or that it's very like, life is this way, it can't be any other way. Like it kind of feels like more rigid. And I feel like with the Knight of Wands here, you guys have a lot of passionate ideas. You have a lot of good ideas to bring to the table, and you just might experience a lot of doubt about these ideas. Like you could be really passionate about something, and then the moment you start to do it, or the moment you like pick up a camera, or you just do something that is like the first step in the direction of that passion, it's like there's this like, dang, I can't do this, like I'm not good enough, or like, I can't do this, I can't put myself out there. Like there's like this doubt. It feels like doubt with you guys. Like you guys started to doubt yourself. And then with the Two of Pentacles in reverse here, I feel like you guys again, like maybe you just became too serious about life at one point, and it just needs to be healed. And allow yourself to be playful, allow yourself to connect with your inner child. Even if you do decide to continue being serious, at least give yourself an outlet every once in a while, like drawing, or resting, even connecting with crystals. That just allows you to connect with this aspect of yourself, so you don't just feel so disconnected and so serious about life. You guys could also be Virgos, strong earth energy, Capricorn, Gemini. But yeah, so lastly, let's see what other messages we have about your inner child. Group number 2's inner child. Your inner child just like loved adventures, and very adventurous. I feel like you guys were daredevils as children. You have attraction, growth, and regenerate. So again, there's a strong energy of rest here. Some of you guys maybe even be overworking yourself. Like that could even be the serious aspect of life that you're not really paying attention to, that you need rest or that you need to sleep or really pay attention to your dreams or something. I really get the vibe here that your inner child is constantly, your inner child probably grew up very fast. Like you had to mature very fast as a child. And it really kind of caused you to be more serious and more rigid about life, kind of feeling like, dang, like I can't have fun in my life anymore. But I really feel like, again, your inner child is just really calling you back now. And knowing that you attract a lot of love and a lot of happiness into your life, the more connected you are to your passion and to your heart and things like that. So group number 2's inner child. Let's get one more. Group number 2's inner child. You had a really, really high vibration as a child. I really feel like you guys just naturally as a child had a very high vibration. And I feel like children in general are naturally high vibrational, but what I mean by that is like you were more high vibrational, if that makes sense. But I feel like you got to a point in your life where you grew up too fast, or you had to take responsibility at a young age, or something happened where you feel like you kind of missed out on your childhood in a way, or you kind of missed out on truly enjoying like your childhood, or stuff, something like that. It says magnificence. Whoa, magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. Your inner child knows that it is enough. Your inner child knows that it can do anything. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. And then we also have no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. I really feel like group number 2, you have a lot of ideas to share, whether you know it or not. You have a lot of really, really great ideas you bring to the table, and I really feel like you can make really magnificent growth and abundance from these ideas. But again, it really is calling you to connect and heal this inner aspect of your inner child if you haven't already. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me, group number 2. I really hope this resonated for you guys. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens. My name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope to catch you at my next video. Peace. Peace, guys. Welcome to your reading. If you selected pile number 3, welcome to your reading on your inner child. So we're going to get started with this Believe Your Own Magic deck to see the foundational energy of your inner child. The card you have is Library. Take control of your own narrative. 22. So what I get from this is that you're probably the type of kid that love to read. You love to spend your time reading books, expanding in your imagination. You guys are definitely probably bookworms as kids. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys like read above your grade level, or you just were really good with words, or you just had some type of smarts about you as a child. But your inner child really loves to connect to books, which is really special here. So you guys should probably go to a library, tap back into your love for books, and it'll help you connect with your inner child. That is like coming off right off the bat here. So I'm gonna shuffle some more to get some more energy on your inner child, group number 3. So group number 3's inner child. Whoa, I already had 2 cards come out. There's a lot of 2s coming out. You guys could be seeing 222 a lot. Yeah, 333 as well. 222 and 333 are standing out. You have nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. Escapist, come home to yourself. And I love how she has the book here. So your inner child definitely loves books, okay? Books is popping out here. We have Evil Queen. You deserve sugar, not salt. Okay, so definitely your inner child is definitely, like it says, an escapist. You could be a Pisces, you could be a Libra, you could be a Gemini as well. But I really feel like your inner child, you guys get a lot of nostalgia, I feel. Group number 3, I feel like you guys can get a lot of nostalgia from thinking about certain things or watching certain shows you watched as a child. You guys get a lot of nostalgia, and it really connects you back to your inner child, or even the emotions you felt when you first experienced those things as a child. I feel like your inner child was definitely an escapist. You like to be in your head a lot. You like to be in your imagination. You like to be in another world, especially escaping through books or some form of distraction. Anything you could do to entertain yourself, to distract yourself, put yourself in a little dream world or fairy type of world. Because I feel like, honestly, the reason you would like to escape so much is because you were probably around someone. They could have been a feminine energy, that really brought you down or made you feel like you weren't good enough or that you weren't deserving of love or something. I feel like there is some aspect in your life, group number 3, that you really like to escape from as a child. So perhaps you just had troubles at home in general with your parents or etc. So you really like to escape through books, or you like to escape through your imagination, or just to kind of get your mind off of things. The type of idea I get is the movie Matilda, because she was adopted, and like her parents didn't really like her, honestly, but she kind of escaped through books, and she had her own little thing that she liked to do, and it kind of helped her cope with like the family that she had to deal with, basically. So she was extremely very smart as well, very smart and intuitive. But reading is coming through big here for you guys, group number 3. But with this evil queen here, I really feel like you guys honestly have a really great ability to like get through any hard situation, and I feel like it's because of this skill that you developed as a child of like escaping reality. Like you guys honestly have a gift of like being able to like project yourself elsewhere. You can it's almost like you guys can like visualize yourself anywhere, any place, anytime, very connected to the astral plane as well. Like I really feel like you guys have really strong gifts in regards to the astral plane and like projecting yourself places, visualizing yourself places, even like creating an entire world. You guys might even like dream about like your fantasy world or your fantasy life before you fall asleep. It might like bring you peace. So yeah, group number 3, I really feel like your inner child really helps you connect to like your escapism, and like some of you guys just use escapism today to just help you guys cope with like really stressful situations. You kind of just have this escapism method that I feel you guys could even be using to this day. So yeah, so some self-care methods for you guys that help you connect to your inner child. I'm going to shuffle with that intention. So self-care that can help group number 3 connect to their inner child. I already have these 3 coming out. So we have connect with your ancestors, connect with your lineage. You might have gifts within your ancestral line that you also have. It could be writing, it could even be reading. Watch a movie. Like I said, nostalgic movies for you guys really would help you guys. And then we also have write a gratitude list. Writing, specifically journaling. I'm going to pull one more for you guys. So self-care for group number 3 to help connect to their inner child. Positive affirmations and journaling as well will really help benefit you guys, group number 3, because you guys should use affirmations if you don't already. Use subliminals as well if you can, as well as journaling. Writing about how you feel, writing about what you're going through is very beneficial for you, especially in regards to your inner child and connecting to it, because I feel like you guys get a lot of nostalgia. You guys just have a lot of things in your life that you can do that kind of bring you back to like being a kid, even if it's like recalling a certain memory, thinking about your childhood home or the things that you used to do as a kid, the music you used to listen to, the movies you used to watch. You might be really into watching like Disney movies or watching old movies that you loved as a kid, or stuff like that. I really feel like it helps you like gain this nostalgic feeling, like connecting to your life and connecting to your inner child, and it's really beautiful, group number 3. So next, I'm going to shuffle from the Rider Tarot deck to get some more information on your inner child and what needs to heal with your inner child. So group number 3, what needs to heal with their inner child? We have the 4 of Swords. Needs to heal. The 3 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 2 of Cups reversed. And then we also have the Page of Wands. So what needs to heal within your inner child? I feel like you guys probably gave up on like an idea of, like you guys gave up on some sort of idea that your inner child wants you to reconnect to. I feel like this could be the idea of love or romance. I feel like your inner child could believe in like true love or like a soul partner or something like that. I feel like something in your childhood could have happened that made you like give up on love, or something happened in your life earlier on that kind of made you feel like, ew, like love or romance or soulmates, like they don't exist or they're not out there or something. And I feel like your inner child wants you to reconnect back to this and kind of rewire this belief, because it could be limiting you, especially in regards to love. You could be telling yourself true love doesn't exist, there are no good people out there, nobody else is going to love you for who you are, you always have to change yourself in order for someone to love you. And I feel like you guys should revisit this belief system that you have in regards to love, especially if you want to manifest the one. You have to believe that you are worthy of the one. And sometimes we take on certain belief systems as a child, even if it's not healthy, but we kind of develop them as a way of protection, of like almost like as our ego, like our ego needs that like kind of validation, like, okay, well, if love doesn't exist, then like I'm gonna continue affirming that for myself. But I feel like you guys definitely have, like, romance exists in your life, and that you don't have to be surrounded by like karmic partners constantly. I feel like that's something that needs to heal within your inner child, that needs to be revisited. And then we also have the Four of Swords. So I feel like you guys might also lack movement in some sort of way in your life. Maybe it has to do with the way that you speak to others. Something about the way that you speak to others or the way that you come off is prominent here. There's kind of like this stillness. So I feel like you guys don't really speak your truth when you should. Like, there's an aspect of you guys that is being held back in a communicative sense, and you're within your throat chakra. Again, we had the Evil Queen card come out, so someone in your past, could be a feminine energy that really suppressed you, especially within your throat chakra area, that really made you feel like you can't speak your truth, or that your truth is not good enough, or, you know, something about your truth just cannot be shared, or it has to be suppressed. There's something within that is being suppressed that your inner child would like for you to revisit as well. And then we also have this Three of Pentacles in reverse, so some religious beliefs as well could be holding you guys back, or at least like beliefs that other people like imposed upon you, that could be in regards to religion, may also be holding you back in some sort of way. It could just be limiting beliefs, like you're not good enough to do this, or that you're not worthy enough because it's not following the rules. I feel like there's something within your inner child that feels like it was restricted. Maybe there's like certain things you couldn't watch or do as a child that really made you feel like you were kind of left out, or that you're not really like everyone else, or like it honestly feels like you guys try to conform, like you guys want to fit in like to everyone's bubble of who you should be. And it's like, stop doing that. You're not supposed to fit in. You shouldn't even want to fit in, because you're unique for a reason. So I feel like pile number 3, you guys could have been like bullied as a child even, and it made you feel like you had to be different, or you had to change yourself to make other people happy. But pile number 3, you don't have to do anything to make other people happy. You should be doing things that make you happy, and you should do it for yourself. And also, don't let people's opinions or influences affect how you feel about yourself, affect how you move in your own life either, because they're not living your life. They're not the ones that are going to be dealing with your own mind, dealing with you constantly. So why are you trying to please people that don't even care about your happiness, So you might honestly attract a lot of like damaged people, I feel like, because you're still in this energy of people pleasing, or you're in this energy of accepting the bare minimum because you feel like nothing better is out there for you. And your inner child wants you to reconnect to this. I feel like your inner child, you guys got to a point when you were a kid where you actually did believe in soulmates, you did believe in love, you did believe in romance, but I feel like maybe it was brief, or like shortly after there was something that like kind of cut you off from that idea. And then with the Page of Wands, again, I feel like you guys definitely have brilliant ideas to offer, and don't limit yourself from your creativity. That is one of the biggest things as well. You could have had a motherly figure or feminine energy that kind of blocked you from your creativity and really like getting to be yourself. So I feel like, honestly, but I feel like it's being healed though, because it is upright, the Page of Wands. So I really feel like you guys are honestly learning to connect back to your inner child through your creativity, and through your writing, and through the hobbies and skills that you guys pick up today. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, group number 3. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens. My name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being a reader today, and I hope to catch you at my next video. Peace. Peace, guys. Welcome to your reading. If you selected group number 4, welcome to your reading on your inner child. I'm really excited to get started with this reading, everybody. So we're going to start with the foundational energy. It's so loud. I don't want to I'm just going to wait for it to pass. Okay, it's kind of getting a little lower now. But yeah, sorry for that interruption, everyone. Let's go ahead and get started for the foundational energy for your inner child, to get started and see what's going on. So we have expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. So let me see. I really want to get more cards before I get detailed into this. So I'm going to shuffle some more to get more details on your inner child, group number 4. So group number 4 is inner child. I feel like honestly your inner child could have been the type, you guys were the type of kid that was very different from the rest, and I feel like to some extent you guys really embraced your differences. I really feel like you were kind of like, you could have been the type of kid that was into like darker things, like emo, quote unquote emo type of vibes, like darker vibes, or just something that was very different than like how other people dressed. And I feel like people noticed this about you as a kid, and I feel like honestly you guys probably owned your uniqueness, honestly. So let's see, you guys could have been a Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio. Group number 4's inner child. Your favorite color could have even been like black or red, or just a color that like people would not expect. We have homework, take yourself out on a date. I honestly feel like your inner child is honestly, your inner child loves to be different. Your inner child loves that you guys allowed yourself to be different despite what other people thought. I feel like your inner child, honestly, out of all the groups, it feels like you have the least like suppressed sort of inner child in a way. I honestly feel like something about you as a child was just very different, but like you owned your uniqueness. You didn't really let people like tell you you have to be this way. Like even if it did get you down sometimes, for the most part it feels like you guys still allowed yourself to be yourself. You weren't really looking for anyone's approval to be yourself. You were just like, I like this, you know, you don't have to like it, but I like it, so I'm gonna do it. You know, you weren't really like, you weren't seeking approval or validation from anyone, and that's truly beautiful. We have 12, 14, and 42 on these cards as well. I don't remember if I showed you guys the cards, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them up just in case I didn't. So yeah, I really feel like you guys are some bold ass kids. And yeah, you guys definitely, with the thorns here, I feel like this thorns card is telling me like you guys weren't afraid to like bring like this uncomfortability to the room. It's almost like you guys just, something about the way that you guys acted as a child just really amps you up today. Honestly, I feel like you guys probably have a lot of self-confidence today because of your ability to like be yourself as a child. Some of you guys could have suppressed it to some extent, but I feel like honestly, even if you did suppress it as a child, I feel like as you get older, you're more willing to accept your differences, or you're more willing to accept what makes you unique. You're not really like trying to suppress it or change yourself for anyone else, I feel. And it's really good, really great, pile 4, because that's beautiful. Never change yourself for anyone else, especially if it makes you happy. Like it doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. Like, you know, if you enjoy something, you're not hurting anyone else in the process or anything. Like, have fun, have literally go at it, do your best, you know. So self-care that helps group number 4 connect with their inner child. Self-care that helps group number 4 connect with their inner child. Chanting. All right, we have 3 came out already. So bottom of the deck energy is take a walk, and then we have 16, make an altar, chanting, and use your hands. So you guys could have been in some sort of creative pursuit as a child. You could have liked to do something with your hands. I feel like it could be something like making clothes or making like resin trays or something like that. I feel like you guys might be into that type of things. But I really feel like the artsy type of stuff you were into as a child was things that you physically did. Like it wasn't like writing or drawing. Well, I mean, those are physical. But what I mean is like it was something like pottery or something like 3D art or something a little bit different. Maybe even like tattoo art or something that you guys were really good at. And this helps you connect to your inner child as well, in case you didn't know. We have chanting as well. Chanting is really good for opening and aligning your chakras. The color red is really popping out to me here. I feel like you guys have a really strong energy about you. It's really attractive to other people. I feel like the way that you love yourself is really prominent here. It's like the more you love yourself, the more you allow yourself to be you, the more people just naturally love your energy. More people are magnetically attracted to you. They just love how different you are, that you're not like everyone else. You're not trying to be like everyone else. You have your own unique style. The more you embrace your uniqueness, the more you love yourself and the more you love your life. It's really beautiful. Group number 4. And then with the take a walk here, this is bottom of the deck energy, so I'm going to leave it out for you guys, for anyone else, just in case you guys wanted an extra card. But yeah, so moving forward, let's see what needs to heal within your inner child, group number 4. What needs to heal with group number 4's inner child? Whoa. We have the 8 of Pentacles, We have the Nine of Swords, but it did come out reversed. And then we also have the Two of Swords. And then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know if I showed you guys this Two of Swords, but okay. So what needs to heal with your inner child, there's some aspect of like work here that is prominent, or something within the physical realm that is prominent here. I feel like maybe you guys like felt like you had to prove yourself in a way. I feel like there's something about your inner child that made you feel like you had to prove yourself. Like, oh, I have to show them that I'm gonna be something because they told me like I wasn't ish. You like, you know, there's kind of like that type of energy I'm picking up from this pile, where like you guys might do things that actually seek approval from others, or you just might work really hard or overwork yourself because you just want people to just like see like, oh yes, I am making something of myself now. Like, you know, you made fun of me before, but now like, you know, like that's the type of vibes I'm getting, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But at the same time, it's almost like you guys have this energy to a fault, because again, you guys can end up overworking yourself, or like just not allowing yourself to like fail because you feel like failure is like the worst thing in the world. I feel like your relationship with failure is going to really affect your work here, because like the more you let your failures like get you down and give you this anxiety and this pain, the harder it is going to be for you to believe yourself and for you to keep going. So what you guys really need to heal with your inner child is just knowing that you guys are good enough now, and that like just showing up as yourself every day is good enough. You don't have to like have the money or the success or the fame in order for people to notice you and know that you're good enough. Like, you're already good enough now. You know, you don't need everything. You don't need to have it physically in your realm for it to make you worthy enough. Like, you guys are literally perfect as you are, you know, and you guys really need to reconnect with that, as well as like some of you guys are also healing anxiety. That's really good. This came out in reverse, so I feel like you guys are healing anxiety from your childhood, or you're working through it. You're like learning to cope with it. Maybe you guys got therapy, or you have some way of coping with anxiety that is really helping you guys. But I feel like, again, like there's this strong sense of anxiety that you guys had to heal, or that you are healing in some sort of way. And then as well as the Two of Swords, this reminds me of our faith in ourselves. I feel like you guys, you really have to trust yourself on your path, or especially like your path specifically in regards to your work or your career. Like, you really have to trust yourself and trust where you're going, and trust in like the things that you're doing, and that it is paying off here. And you guys also want to be careful of becoming too materialistic as well, because I feel like you guys are bound for a lot of success through this hard work. But with Queen of Pentacles reversed, I feel like you guys should be careful of becoming the miser, becoming someone that like hoards what they have, because it's like, well, no, you know, I'm gonna keep this off for myself now. I'm gonna show off, you know, I'm gonna show off what I have, I'm gonna flex it, blah blah blah. Like, y'all were talking all that mess, look at me now. But you know, just be careful of like really like showing off to people in a way that's like out of your ego, rather than like, you know, just showing others that they can do it too. So be careful of that energy as well, because you guys might easily step into that, especially when you guys do walk upon this success and this fame and have your breakthrough, because I feel like you guys might be on that path, honestly, if you're watching this. So yeah, just be careful of materialism, and make sure you check yourself, check your ego every once in a while, because you might get a little too gassed up sometimes, especially because you guys have a strong sense of determination. Like, you're not really seeking approval from other people most of the time. Like, you just kind of go after what you want. But also just know that you don't have to like have like the success or the riches or anything to be perfect enough, that you are good enough now and as you are. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, group number 4. I really hope this resonated with you guys. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to catch you at my next video. Peace. Peace, guys. Welcome to your reading if you selected group number 5. Welcome to your reading on your inner child. All the info, all the good stuff, what needs to heal. Let's get it popping. So we're going to start off with the Believe Your Own Magic deck to get the foundational energy for your inner child. So we have Potion. Remember to practice self-love. Whoa, so self-love is going to help you connect back to your inner child. I'm going to shuffle again from the Believe Your Own Magic deck just to get more information on your inner child, to see like what's going on here. So group number 5, their inner child. Your inner child. So there's a strong focus I'm noticing on self-worth here and self-love. Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth. We also have Villain, you can always rewrite the story. So as a child, you could have been honestly the type of child that dealt with a lot of opposition in your life. Phoenix, how's that happily ever after? I feel like you guys went through a lot of transformations as a child. I feel like you went through a lot of like dark stuff as a kid, honestly, or just stuff as a child that really helped you transform like as an adult or as a person today. I get the vibe here that your inner child, honestly, self-love. You had to learn self-love, self-worth. Those are two are really prominent here for your childhood. For whatever reason, you probably faced a lot of opposition in your life that caused you to maybe feel like you had to become someone that you're not in order to be loved. Because we have the villain here, so I feel like to some extent your inner child feels like it had to become a bad person, or you had to be a bad person, or do something that you're not really comfortable with doing now, or whatever the case may be ethically. I feel like you guys could have honestly violated your own like ethical rules as a child just because you were very mischievous, or you felt like you had to do things to get love or attention. And I feel like this is really emphasizing your need for like self-love, your need for self-worth as well. Knowing that you are worthy enough, knowing that you are good enough is really important here, especially for your inner child. So I'm gonna see what self-care group number 5 you guys can like partake in that can help you in basically connecting with your inner child. So self-care for group number 5 for connecting with your inner child. We have connect with fire. You guys could be Leo, Sag, Aries. I feel like a really strong rebellious energy. You guys could have just been that type of kid where like you didn't really follow the rules, or you didn't really like authority. You didn't really like to be told what to do. You kind of did your own thing. Like even if someone said do this, you would do the opposite just because someone told you to do it. We have sync with the moon. Sing. Some of you guys also have really beautiful singing voices, and you guys I'm trying to pick up this card. Some of you guys need to know that you have really beautiful singing voices, and you guys should start singing again. I feel like singing is really going to help a lot of you guys heal. Meditation through fire, connecting with fire, like this beautiful rest, and connect with crystals. These two cards are so gorgeous here. Oh my gosh. I really feel like what could really help you in regards to your inner child is really connecting back to like fire. Fire is the first thing. The first thing that came out was fire. So allow yourself to be creative, allow yourself to be passionate, allow yourself to heal through your creations, or allow yourself to heal through your passions, especially if you do sing or you do use your voice in some sort of way. So allow yourself to express yourself freely. This is really going to help you connect with your inner child as well as heal it. Being able to love yourself. Write a list of things you love about yourself. Write a list of reasons why you are worthy of the best, or why you are worthy in general. I feel like honestly group number 5, you guys, out of all the groups, like you guys have this like duality to you where you can be like the worst person someone has ever met, or you can be like the sweetest, kindest, gentlest soul someone will ever meet. But it really just depends on like your mood, or it really depends on like who you choose to be, who you choose to show up as. Positive affirmations. I feel like the more you love yourself and the more you really dive into your self-worth, you're gonna stop comparing yourself to others. You're gonna stop like wanting to look like the next person, I really feel like your self-love is really important, group number 5. Like really loving yourself, really accepting yourself, knowing that you don't need anyone else outside of you to accept yourself. Like you're worthy enough, you're pretty enough, you're beautiful enough. You don't have to look a certain way, you don't have to be a certain way, you don't have to act a certain way even. Like you guys are lovable as you are. And then spend time with animals. So connecting with animals might also help you as well in regards to connecting with your inner child. I think I'm going to shuffle from Rider to Road deck to get some more info on what needs to heal with your inner child. So group number 5, what needs to heal with their inner child? What needs to heal with group number 5's inner child? What needs to heal? We have the 8 of Wands in reverse. What needs to heal? Some of you guys have manifestation powers that you have yet to tap into. What needs to heal? Oh my goodness gracious. What needs to heal, group number 5? Your childhood. You guys have a lot of like childhood things that like need to be revisited. I feel like a lot of instances as a kid where like you felt like you weren't good enough or something. Like I feel like you guys could have had a lot of instances in your life from your childhood that you carried on as an adult. Ooh. 1 second, I'm gonna pull 2 more for you guys. I'm getting strong Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Sag, Aries. Disappointment, Five of Cups, and then the King of Cups. So you guys definitely have the ability to master your emotions, that's for sure. You have the ability to tap into abundance and success if you really wanted to, group number 5. So these are the cards that came out for you all. You have the Eight of Wands in reverse, Six of Cups, Five of Cups, King of Cups. Strong water energy. And then you also had bottom of the deck energy is the Wheel of Fortune. So what I'm getting here, what needs to heal here is a lot of disappointments you faced as a child need to be revisited, especially times where people didn't show up for you or people didn't give you enough love or attention or whatever the case may be, where you experienced some sort of disappointment as a child. I feel like that is what needs to be revisited with you guys, because I feel like you guys got to a point in your life where you started focusing more on like what you lack rather than what you have, like, because this Five of Cups reminds me of someone that's kind of focused on, like, you know, these cups that are spilled over, even though there are 2 cups right behind him. So I feel like, again, you guys honestly maybe you have a distorted view of your childhood. Maybe you feel like there's more bad in your childhood than good, and there needs to be a revisit here where you guys can like incorporate better memories from your childhood, memories where you feel like, wow, this is a time where I felt really loved as a child. This is a time where I felt like I was given enough as a child. I feel like really needs to be healed here is like your mindset, honestly, on your child, and like your past, even your mindset of how you view your past and how you view yourself in relation to your past, you know. And then with the Eight of Wands here, some of you guys might be holding yourself back from like really reaching your true potential, because I feel like with the Eight of Wands reversed here, there's this aspect of you holding yourself back because you don't love yourself enough, you don't accept yourself enough, you don't feel good enough. But you just have to know that you are good enough, group number 5. And the more you go after these things that are supposedly holding you back, the more you will become fearless, more brave, more courageous. You're going to be more willing to go after the things that you want to. And you guys have this beautiful ability to understand your emotions, to tap into your emotions, to understand them, but you cannot fear them. Do not fear your emotions. Do not fear your anxiety. Don't even fear your hate, your self-hatred. Accept how you feel and be able to like say, you know what, I may not love myself completely right now, but that's okay. Like, I'm still trying every day, you know, like, it's really okay that I'm putting in effort. I don't have to love myself after 24 hours of self-care. Like, that's not how it works. Self-love and self-acceptance is a day-by-day thing that you put effort towards, being gentle to yourself, being kind to yourself, reparenting yourself, allowing yourself to be kind and be gentle, and allow yourself to be open, you know, as a child would be as well. But I really feel like, again, you guys just have this beautiful aspect of your emotions that you guys can definitely, if you haven't already, you can definitely mature in regards to your emotions and understanding them. And I honestly feel like it's because you guys face so much duality as a kid. You face like a lot of light and dark as a kid, and it really allows you to like transmute these energies, understand them and really tap into this infinite abundance that is readily available for you at any second. I feel like you guys learn the laws of karma as well at a young age, or at least you learn like, I want to reap good karma for myself, or you know, I don't want to be this person forever. I don't want to be a bad person, or I don't want to manipulate people or steal from people forever type of energy. I feel like you guys get to a point where, you know, you really just want to reap good karma for yourself. You really want to become more abundant in yourself, in your energy, in your mind and spirit. And you guys really mature in this way, especially within your emotions. You guys are definitely bound for emotional maturity at some point in your life. Group number 5, okay? I really hope this resonated for you guys. If it did, drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to join my beautiful community of my lovely ravens. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. My name is Kay. I had the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope to catch you at my next video. Peace.